Well, good morning, welcome everyone, and thank you for being here. My name is Matt Morris. I'm a member of the graduating part-time night section. It was a pleasure to serve our class in the Student Bar Association for 3 years, and as Dean Rappaport said, while in law school, I've worked as a staffer in the U.S. Senate.
I'm Colleen McCarty. I'm also a part-time night student graduating today. And in my other life, I'm an investigative reporter with the Channel 8 I-Team, a wife and a mommy to twin 8-year-old girls. Hi, Sam and Kenna. Remember Mommy?
Today's a big day, so we promise we'll be brief. And quite honestly, we don't really have a choice. This was going to be a 30-minute speech, but when they found out that Colleen and I were the speakers, they were a little concerned about politics and journalism on the same stage at the same time. And they said if we go 1 second over 5 minutes, we don't get to graduate. So we're going to try our best to keep it brief.
It is truly an honor to be here to speak on behalf of our extraordinary classmates. Being a part-time student is exactly as it sounds. We all do something else full-time. On our first day of law school, our 1L class included law enforcement professionals, teachers, real estate professionals.
We had a software engineer, we had a hedge fund manager, and we even had a psychologist who, by the way, instantly became all of our best friends that first traumatizing semester of law school.
Some of us plan to apply our legal educations to the careers we came in with, while others of us are already taking our unique skill sets to the practice of law. In fact, many of us are already working as legal professionals in the community.
And regardless of where all of us are choosing to go from here, we're bringing with us invaluable experiences, not only from our professors that we learned in the classroom, but from our classmates and also from our day jobs.
Not only do many of us have demanding day jobs, but for 4 nights a week for nearly 4 years, we have gone to class, often until after 9 p.m. And that doesn't factor in that time-sucking parasite that consumed the better part of nearly every weekend, homework.
Now, don't get us wrong. I mean, we enjoyed the rigors and the demands of law school, and all of us found ways to get the job done. We consumed inordinate amounts of caffeine for the last 3 years. We learned how to get by on 3 or 4 hours of sleep every night, and we learned how to nod semi-convincingly to our professors in class to let them know that we were still alive.
We found ways to balance our academic and professional commitments with our personal ones, to juggle exams and other academic responsibilities with birthday parties and soccer games.
And of course, we all found time for the things that really matter in life: fantasy football and March Madness brackets.
So, of course, we are not complaining at all about all we've been through, but we do have a few apologies. To our family and our friends for that glazed look we've had for the last 4 years, to our coworkers for all the times you said, "Hey, how you doing?" And we answered with comments on tort reform.
Actually, I need to take this moment to apologize to Professor Lippman for the time that I showed up at your house at 2 a.m. crying hysterically about the tax exam that morning. In hindsight, that was not a good move, but you're very gracious, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate that.
In short, we know that since we started law school, there have been a lot of sacrifices. And those of you who are closest to us have sacrificed right along with us. So like every good apology, this one is followed by an I love you and a thank you.
We want to thank all of you who are here today who inspired us to keep going when it was really, really difficult. For some of us, it was a spouse or a partner. For some of us, it was a best friend, a brother or a sister, or even a law professor. For me personally, it was my mom, who was always there to remind me how far I had already come and to point out how great it would feel to be here standing today as a graduate of the Boyd School of Law. Mom, thank you. I love you.
There's a look that people get in their eyes when you tell them you're graduating from law school. It's this sort of glazed over, far away look that says, as if they're thinking, go goody, just what the world needs, more lawyers.
Don't get us wrong. We all know that the last thing the world needs is more lawyers. But what our country desperately needs is more good lawyers, lawyers with a social conscience, lawyers who aren't afraid to do the right thing, even if it costs a few billable hours, and lawyers who aren't going to go out and contribute to that all too familiar stereotype.
You can't really teach character in law school, though our professors have certainly tried. With their guidance, we have helped single moms to secure child support. We've walked average folks through the small claims court process, and we've helped teenagers who are facing juvenile detention get a second chance.
And as our colleague just said, you can't wrap up a speech without a good quote. So Scripture tells us in the book of Proverbs to speak up for those who have no voice, to be an advocate for those who don't have one, and to plead for the rights of the poor and of those in need.
So as we leave here today, we hope that all of you will remember the lives that you touched throughout your law school career, and perhaps more importantly, remember how they touched yours. So whether you plan to hang out your own shingle, practice public interest law, or join a large firm, strive to be one of the good ones, because really, there are enough lawyer jokes in the world. Congratulations, graduates, and thank you.